Hey guys, it's Charly, and today I just wanted to share with you guys why I want to I lost my thought. You get these sellers all the time. Sometimes even if after you say no, they won't leave you alone, but I have a strategy that makes them go away right away. I'll share that with you another day. But today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why I decided to go to therapy and how it's working for me, and a lot of just things that I just feel like are going on that led me to choose therapy. I see my shadow right here, me holding the camera. Thank you guys so much for the comments that you left me yesterday on my video. I really appreciate it. This cold that I'm going through has taught me so much already, and I feel like every situation I'm trying to learn a lesson from, and even the most simple thing that could be so natural, you can learn a lesson from. And I guess that's something that I could share about my life right now, is that's kind of something that I try to do. Whenever I'm going through something, I try and think, what is the lesson that I can learn from this? And I hope that throughout this month of me sharing different things, making these videos every day, will help you learn a bit about me and also help you to evaluate your own life too. But I'm not an expert, so I'm just here to be kind of like a friend to you, talk to you. And you guys in itself have been somewhat of a great emotional support and outlet, so thank you guys for being here and watching. This year has been a very challenging year for me, and it actually started in Korea. Korea last year. It's been officially a year that I have stopped teaching abroad, and it's been about a year and 2 months now, so almost 2 months. And in Korea, when I left, right before I left, I started feeling like I had so much pressure on me, so many decisions that I had to make, a lot of things going on the line. I was trying to decide if I was going to stay in Korea, if I was going to go back to the US, if I was going to keep traveling. There were a lot of things that I wanted to do. I also wanted to spend some time with my mom, which I did end up doing, not in the way that we had intended, but because of because of my aunt, her sister. But there were things that I wanted to do that I was trying to figure out, okay, what should I do? What's the next step? Should I stay in Korea? Should I keep working at the same school? Should I become a flight attendant? Should I, there were all these things that I was trying to debate. And this was the start of me realizing, oh my gosh, I'm going through my Saturn Return. If any of you guys know what the Saturn Return is, I'll put links in the description if you want to learn more about it. But it's pretty much that time between 28 and 30 where you have all these decisions that you have to make, and it kind of wakes you up and shakes you up. You feel a bit just really shaken, you have to make a lot of life decisions. It's kind of like a reality check. And it happens between every 28 and 30 years. And so that was the starting point for me, but my actual Saturn Return, the peak, the point of it is actually this month in December. But it can be within the 2 years. This year has been really challenging, not because I'm blaming everything on a Saturn Return, because I don't do that. Even though I'm very earthy and I believe in all these spiritual earthy things, I don't put a lot of blame on other people and lunar or any kind of woo-ha, I don't put all the blame on those things. I have to look inwards and think to myself, why am I attracting this situation? What lessons do I need to learn in this situation? And how can I come out of it full force, So this year has been really challenging for me with a lot of decision making. That has been the biggest thing, decision making. And this year in Vietnam, I feel like I've been put even more in that situation, where I put myself in this situation. And that's mainly the lesson that I want to share with you guys in this video is I am very much about personal responsibility, and you can't really put blame on anyone out there for any situation that you're in your life, most situations that you're in your life, because you have the ability to change your situation for the most part. Most things that we go through that we want to blame on others could have been changed, or redirected with our own being. And so I recognize that my arm is starting to get tired. I recognize situations where I'm in situations where I have to make stressful decisions, but it's because of my own doing. And I accept that and I sit with that. And the reason that I chose to get therapy was because I have been feeling very anxious. My mental health, I started to realize how my mental health started to deteriorate, and I'm laughing, but it's not funny, but you know, that's how I cope with things, is by laughing. And so my mental health got really to a point where it was scary for me, and I noticed that I needed to get help and seek help. I actually went to a doctor to talk about this. I went in feeling hopeful, but kind of like doubtful, because I don't have the best experience with doctors. It's all about medication. And so I went the therapy route, and doing this is in my own way telling myself I am responsible for my own happiness. Me taking steps to improve my life is in my own hands, and I can't put that into anyone else's hands, or any kind of lunar or solar or any type of changes with the earth. It's all about what I want to do. I can be put in a situation because of someone, but it's up to me to get out of that situation on my own, for myself, for my well-being and my own mental health. Choosing therapy is my own way of saying, I got this. I am in a foreign country right now because of my own choosing, because of my own decisions and my own desires, and because of that, I am in a place where I don't have as much emotional support and support from other people that I might need right now. Because of that, I chose therapy, and therapy has been really great for me. I've been really enjoying therapy. Therapy has given me this other hope, kind of like if I go to therapy today, my thought is, okay, in another week I'll be back here. It's kind of like a marker for myself to be like, just get through this week, just get up to this point, and then I'll have like a fresh, kind of like a fresh start in a sense. It's like a new marker for me, and it's kind of like, I just need to get up to this point, and then I'll be able to talk to someone, get all my thoughts out, all my feelings out, have my voice heard, and it's just a relief to be able to get all of that out. And it's pretty much one of the best decisions I made this year, is to seek help outside of my own being and just get support where I feel like I'm not getting that support. So I want to encourage any of you who might be feeling kind of down and like you're not in the best place right now. If you really feel like you don't have anyone to turn to, maybe you're abroad and you're just like, I just need somebody to talk to. I don't have family support, friend support, or anything like that. If you feel like you're needing that, look out for therapy. Someone commented, how did you find a therapist? I Googled online and searched for therapists and found English therapists who are foreigners in Vietnam, and they're doing their practice here. And you can find that in most countries. The unfortunate thing is there are less resources for people in foreign countries because it's mostly like native people doing the practice, and depending on which country you're in depends on how high of options you have. So I didn't have that many options, so I pretty much had to go with what I was given. But I'm really happy with the therapist that I found, and I did therapy, oh my gosh, like maybe 10 years ago, and I hated it because my therapist made me do these really weird, awkward exercises where I was sitting in a chair and she had me talking to my childhood self, and I just felt really stupid and awkward, and she had me do all these weird activities, and I just wanted to talk to someone. And at that time in my life, I wasn't as mature as I am now, where I'm able to voice my own desires and be like, you know what, this is not my style, it's not something that I'm comfortable doing, can we do something different? I'm more mature now and capable of really like setting my boundaries. And that's another thing that I've learned this year, is about boundaries and what am I comfortable with and how far am I willing to go before I say you know what, I need to try something different. And that's why I chose therapy. Some of the other issues that I've been having is, I talked to you guys about my social anxiety, and I feel like I'm experiencing that more in certain situations that I'm not as used to. So it's showing up in ways that I haven't experienced before, and I feel like it might be getting worse. So I thought that I would seek some type of help for that. I'm really happy with my decision. I can't express more how beneficial therapy is for me right now. And speaking of social anxiety, it's kind of funny because setting up the appointment for this therapist was so hard for me, but I put everything into making this appointment, and every week is a struggle, even though like I know it's good for me and it's a good thing, and I'm like, oh yes, I just need to get to this point before I have another appointment. I can get all my thoughts out, my feelings, have my voice heard. Even though I experienced that, I still have that social anxiety side of me where I make excuses in my head like, oh, should I stop at this point? Like, should I go? Should I cancel? Like, I have all these thoughts in my head that I'm battling and fighting through, but I know that these therapy sessions are really helpful for me, and I'm kind of like battling it out in my head and just pushing through, because I know that I'm gonna come out on the other side a better person. The sun is doing me justice right now. It feels so good with this cold. I'm seriously just sitting on the ground. I just wanted to share with you guys some things that have been going on with me. First of all, social anxiety. Second of all, feeling like, I'm in a foreign country. I don't have as much emotional support or just support from other people as I probably would like. I'm more of an individual person. I'm pretty good on my own. But, I just moved here about 3, almost 4 months ago, and I'm still building friends. I actually have made a couple of friends, but I have yet to go out with them. Partially for social anxiety reasons, partially for my own sickness and recovering. Anyway, I'm still in the process of making friends, and so I don't have that social support that I might need, even though I'm more of an introvert. I do think in these times of hardship and challenges, you do need that support, and it's just nice in general. And so that's why I sought out therapy, and I would recommend for anyone who is really like, oh, dreading it and all that, it might really be good for you. If I could hear this maybe a year ago, maybe I would have done it sooner, but I'm really happy with the timing that everything happened, because I found a therapist that really fits my needs really well so far. Granted, I've only been to 4 sessions so far, but so far I'm feeling really comfortable and happy with my choice. Personal responsibility is a big theme in my life, and in these videos that I'm sharing with you guys this month, I hope that you can see a bit more of me and my personality and who I am. And I never want other people to feel that they have the responsibility to make my happiness a thing. It's my responsibility to have my own happiness, to create my own happiness. It's not anyone's fault, and it's not anyone's blame, and it's not a situation to blame anyone. And if anything, that's something that you can take from this. Don't blame people. It's no one's fault. But what are you gonna do to change your life today? And what I chose is therapy, and it's working really well for me, and I'm really happy with it. It's not gonna solve all my problems, but it's just gonna help me to have an outlet, to have my thoughts heard, and maybe get some feedback as well. And I'm really happy with that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank my patrons on Patreon for supporting my channel extra, and if you would like to do the same, please check the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I'm pretty sure this lake is made up of more pee than actual lake water.